For example, let's think of a business that has a mission of we create deliciously hot meals. Okay, that's the mission of the business. We create deliciously hot meals. And I want to tell you about a particular business here in Vancouver. Happens to be Urban Fare. They're at the north end of Butte Street, so it's just down the street and around the corner. Very progressive grocery store. Their produce merchandising is it's amazing. I mean, it's a really fine experience to go to Urban Fare. Upstairs they have a restaurant, and you can either use that just for coffee or you can use it for a full meal because they have a full kitchen. Every night of the week there's a different beautiful featured meal. It's chicken one night, it's beef another, and so on and so on and so on. So it's a wonderful menu opportunity, and they have got, I think there's 7 or 8 full-time kitchen staff working back in the kitchen preparing these beautiful meals, and it's kind of a Buffeteria style setup. Even, they care so much about the quality of this food that I could tell you the name of the head chef of this restaurant that operates within the grocery store. Okay, you still with me? They really care. I mean, this is a guy his business cards are there, and any problems, contact me. In the early days, the chef used to come out into the dining area and say, "How was your meal?" And almost everybody said, "Fine." Is that scary or what? Fine, duh. Not wow, or great, or excellent, or super. Most of the comments were, it's fine, it's great, good. Anyhow, inevitably, if you go there, it almost doesn't matter what day of the week, what time of the day, what month of the year, it is almost always the same. You go to the Buffeteria, you say, "I would love that delicious chicken that you've got there, and I'd like it with mashed potatoes, and I'd like it with vegetables." Yes, and they take it out and they take it off the steam table, they put it into the microwave to give it the last final heat, so that when you get your meal on your tray, it is piping hot. It's delicious, it looks great, steam's coming up in your mouth is already watering. And then you take your tray and you turn right, and straight ahead of you is a lineup of 9 to 10 people who are all going through one checkout. And the one checkout also is the checkout that serves coffee, serves water, and makes the fancy coffees. Okay? How long does it take to make a latte? 90 seconds? 2 minutes? Pick your time. I'm not quite sure. Let's call it 2 minutes just for the sake of argument. Now go back and think there are 8 people in the lineup ahead of me. 8 people times 2 minutes. That's 16 minutes. What if only half of them order lattes? That's 4 minutes times 2. That's 8 minutes. That means I'm going to take 8 minutes to get through that lineup and pay my money to go out and have my dinner. And I want to ask you, you don't need to be listening all that well to think, what is your dinner like by the time you have paid that bill? Absolutely stone cold. Cold mashed potatoes, cold gravy if you ordered it, cold zucchini, and cold chicken, perhaps with gravy and mushrooms. Yuck! And it's been like that since the business opened. And no matter how many times you mention it to a manager, because they have 7 people in the kitchen preparing deliciously hot meals and 1 person on the cash. 1 person. And you know who is the newest person on the team inevitably? The one on the cash. Do you know who's the one who's just learning to make the lattes? The one on the cash. From the customer viewpoint, how good an experience is that out of 10? How many rate it above 5? I agree with you. How many rate it below 5? How many rate it a long way below 5? Because it's absolutely terrible, and yet we put up with this sort of thing day in and day out as customers.